Howdy folks! Do you love my hair? You probably don't love it as much as I do because I love it so much. As you probably saw in my previous few videos, my hair was getting really grown out. All the pink was like down to here. It was like 6 inches grown out, and the pink was all faded, and like it was a weird shape because the parts that were shaved underneath had grown out to about here, and then the long parts were long, so it was kind of a mullet when I pulled it up, which was a really weird look. Anyway, it was time for a new haircut, so for my birthday, I got this, which I love. It's not actually purple. I don't know if you can tell from there. It looks kind of purple overall, but it's actually pink highlights in my brown hair. And when the combination looks sort of purple, but I haven't washed it yet. I think once I wash it a few times, it'll kind of get more defined into brown and pink sections. So I'm super excited about it. And the cut is kind of a shag cut. I've never had a haircut like this before. It's never been this short, and it's never been all these different lengths. So it's got some like texturizing stuff in it to make it a little piecier, but I totally love it. And I love my bangs. I made a video the last time I got bangs cut, which was the first time I got bangs cut since I was like 4, but I never posted it to YouTube, so you guys haven't seen that. But yeah, here's what my bangs look like when they're kind of an appropriate length, and I think they're pretty cute. But yeah, I love the color the most. The color is my favorite thing. This took like 3.5 hours because he had to bleach it out first. He had to like bleach out all the highlights and then go back in and find all the highlighted pieces and color them pink. So it took a long time, but anyway, I'm super pumped. This is like the best birthday present I've had in a long time. So that's my hair, and I also wanted to show you my clock. And the reason that I was going to show you my clock is because this is the clock I've had since I was like 12. See, it's a Nickelodeon clock. Do you guys know Nickelodeon? I think it's still around, right? There's still Nickelodeon. It's a TV channel for kids, basically. And this is such a cool clock, and I've just held on to it for the last like 15 years. And I've only used the radio recently because I like to wake up to the radio. So I just set it and then the alarm goes off, and the alarm is the radio, right? And I like it because it has this giant red button to turn it off and on, which makes snoozing really easy, but also just because this is my clock and I love it. But the reason I was going to show it to you is because the radio had died like 2 days ago, and I was going to throw it away. And then when I was like, look, the radio died, I'm so sad, in the first take of this video, I hit the button and the radio came on. So yeah, look, just like that. Just like that. So I don't know what happened. I jostled something back into position, but it works again, so I'm so excited. But I am going to show you what I was going to show you before, which is all the different alarms that come with this. This is in demo version. It's pretty funny.
3, 2, 1.
Clock. So yeah, I don't actually use any of those, but I'm so excited it's still alive. So yeah, that's my clock. And finally, the recommendation for this video is XKCD. I'll spell that out over here. xkcd.com. It is a webcomic. It's drawn by Randall. I should have looked his name up before I shot this video. And Randall somebody. And it's a pretty funny webcomic, and it's oftentimes there's a lot of like physics and math stuff in there, and which he is really good at, and he makes a lot of really interesting charts and diagrams about like, oh, let's see, what was one recently? Like here is a drawing of all the planets, like all, what was it, 786 planets that have been discovered so far and their relative sizes, and just drawing all of them out, what that would look like. And it's just really interesting. So if you haven't heard of XKCD, or if you haven't looked at it lately, I encourage you to check it out because it is a great webcomic. And the reason that I thought of it today is because somebody, I think it was Jason Kotke, linked a new thing, maybe, that the XKCD guy is doing, which is like a physics, I also should have looked up what this was actually called, but I'll put the link to that over here. It's some kind of blog or new thing about real life physics, like what would happen if, for instance, the one that I was looking at today, if a baseball were thrown at 0.9 times the speed of light, and then all the kinds of things that would happen from that. Randall Monroe, is that his name? I don't know. I will know by the time I post this on YouTube, so I'll put it over here. But yeah, so the new thing I think is like explaining what would happen if certain things happened in real life in terms of physics and math. And it said that it was going to come out every Tuesday, but there aren't any dates on the posts. So I don't know if this is new or if this is old and abandoned, but I'm really excited and I hope it's new and I hope he does update it every Tuesday. So that was a really long explanation of you should check out XKCD because it's awesome. All right, and I'm gonna go now and just go on loving my hair. Oh yeah, I was also gonna show you that I can do this, and that's kind of a different look. It's very silly. This is a very silly look, and I can probably only do this until it grows down to about my nose, and then I won't be able to see anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to loving my hair, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, kids.